We had a lot of players that I thought were phenomenal players that didn't really get the opportunity to step up because they had people starting in front of them. And so it's really exciting for us to give those people the opportunity to see what they can do this year.
I think that's the hardest part, is trying to carry that over into the next season, because obviously the team changes, you have new players coming in. But I think what we worked on the whole spring was trying to keep that same mentality coming off that season, that we can really do our best this year, and we have the talent for it, as long as we can get those new girls on board.
I mean, it basically started in the spring. We kind of kept that mentality going, and even though we had different players, like some players leave in the spring, we kind of just we all realized we had to be on the same page if we wanted to keep that going forward. So it started in the spring, and then we worked really hard throughout the entire spring with our runs and lifting schedule. So I think that will carry on to this season.
They're very good honors, but like for me, I'm more for my team. Anything I can do in practice and on the field is for them. So to get those awards is a great honor, and I'm thankful for that. But at the end of the day, I'm here for my teammates and my coaches and everyone around me, and that's how I'm going to play, who I'm going to play for. So it was really nice.
She just has this presence, honestly. When she's in the net, you just you're okay. Obviously, we never wanted to get back to her, but knowing that she's behind us and supporting us the entire time and hearing her voice constantly, it really just gives you that more of a confidence going forward.
For me personally, I've had to step up a little bit more, and I still have to. More and more each day, just working on communicating more to everyone in front of me.
I'd like to continue, obviously, setting up my teammates, but I also would like to maybe take more chances that I didn't think I could have because we had Rachel. Maybe getting into the attack a little more than when I did last year. Maybe score a few, maybe get one or two. I think that would be kind of cool.
Some of the players that started last year have different responsibilities now. So like an Anna Maria Baldersdottir that played most of the season as an outside back will now step into a central role and more of a leadership role. Lucy Whip has to take up some of the scoring load, obviously with the forwards that we had graduated. So I think that's going to be exciting. But the likes of Sammy Scafidi that really didn't play that much in the fall season has been playing really, really well in pre-season. And then Madeline McCracken, who's a transfer from Boston College, has been phenomenal all spring, and I look forward to big things from her too. The first two games on the schedule are obviously home games for us. I mean, to be honest with this group, and I've kind of stressed this a lot to them, there aren't going to be any games where Rachel scores a hat trick and we win the game. Everything's going to be a battle for us. We're going to find a way to grind it out. The big trip, obviously, if you look at the non-conference, is going out to University of Portland and playing them and University of Washington, two perennial powerhouses on the national women's college soccer scene. So I like to put that type of trip in there to kind of find out where we're at. But obviously, if we can get some wins out of that trip, then that kind of sets us up, for the NCAA tournament bid at the end of the season. And the Big East, obviously, I mean, I think probably this year it's more wide open than it has been for a few years. But I'd like to think that every year now we have a chance of being competitive and winning the Big East, and that's certainly the way that we're going to attack this season.